Good morning, everyone. Even though in yesterday's video I said that I would probably not do an NGS headline prediction video, I decided to do it anyway because during my live stream yesterday, chat actually pointed out several interesting things that I didn't even think about or I didn't even know was coming next month. So yeah, that's why we're going to be talking about my NGS headline predictions, even though it's not really mine, it's like chat's predictions. So the very first thing I want to go over is, of course, where can you actually watch the NGS headline? It's actually going to be on YouTube. It will be up tomorrow. So I will leave the link in the description below so that you can bookmark it so that when it does come up, you'll be able to watch it. Now, as for the usual stuff over here, we do like to look at the descriptions. They have been rather vague, more or less, recently because they realize that people do read the descriptions and try to nitpick and find some interesting information. And well, so they just kind of cut everything out. But as we can see here, this time we've got update information and video showing what's ahead in the PSO2 New Genesis version 2 in February, including Dark Falls Vial, plus info on featured collaborations. Finally get your answers on comments and questions, as well as a message from the development team during the Operation Report segment. So, you know, pretty much Dark Falls Vial is going to be the main highlight. Just like I said in yesterday's video, I don't think this update is going to be super massive. It's really just going to be Dark Falls Vial and it's going to be like, hey guys, it's cool stuff. Yeah, go fight him. However, as chat pointed out yesterday during my live stream, there actually is the Hunter expansion as well as a level cap increase to level 100. Now, you know, all of this stuff listed here is between February and March, so not everything is going to be happening immediately. So as we can see here, we do have the Spring 2025 seasonal event. I don't think that's going to be in February. I think this might be in March, to be honest, because we still have the Super Genesis Festival going on right now. Usually they don't put seasonal events back to back to back. It's like, you know, 1 month of seasonal event, then there's a break, then another month. You know, it kind of alternates, which is why I don't think the Spring 2025 is going to be on February, and it's probably going to be in March. As for the Urgent Quest Dark Falls Vial, this is guaranteed to be in February. However, it might be the end of February. They tend to do that and be like, oh yeah, it's coming this month, and then they tell you it's like, oh yeah, the 25th of this month or something. So I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happens. Lucille Exploration Update, I don't really know what they're going to do with this. We've got 3 more LTQs, and then there's a new quest type, the Relay Quest ×7. I don't know what a relay quest is. I'm hoping it might be something similar to Endless, would be pretty awesome. However, I'm not really keeping my hopes too high. I'm assuming it's probably going to be similar to like a regular LTQ, just a special variant of it. And then we're getting the extra dual quest update, so we are getting more floors for the Masquerade, of course. That actually kicks in the day after the NGS headline. We get another 20 floors or 2 depths, so that is also pretty awesome. As for the story update, I really don't think we're going to be getting the main story update in February. It's probably going to come in March or later, and then we're just going to get like a mini episode in February, just sort of explaining, or like a precursor of like how Dark Falls Vial came along or why we're fighting him. I think Sega owes us that because in all the previous Dark Falls, they just kind of popped out and there was like, oh yeah, I'm the big bad boss now, and there was really no explanation. So I really hope that the mini episode does explain why and who Dark Falls Vial is. But as for the content, you know, obviously it's going to be the Hunter expansion. A lot of people are kind of hoping that the Partisan is going to be better, as well as the Sword and the Wired Lances and all that stuff. The level cap increase to 100 is going to be pretty interesting. And then, of course, there is the Dark Falls Vial Urgent Quest, so that's going to be cool as well. Now, what's not written over here is, of course, weapons. I do think there is going to be a new weapon that will drop from Dark Falls Vial, because, you know, if you defeat Dark Falls Vial and he doesn't drop anything and he just drops, like, the normal stuff, I don't think a lot of people will be motivated to run it. And they do this every year anyway. I think every year in February, they always introduce the new weapons and, you know, a new Dark Falls. So I wouldn't be too surprised if there is a new 12-star weapon. No 13-star yet, though. Then, of course, we are getting the new Scratch Ticket campaign. I don't know what that is. Maybe we can earn more Scratch Tickets or something. And then, of course, we are getting the anime based on a light novel. We already know that this one is Index because they did show that in the previous NGS headline. So this is going to be the Index collaboration. But that pretty much wraps up everything that we know about the NGS headline, or at least from the roadmap. I'm not really keeping my hopes too high. I think it's gonna be a fun month for casual players again. I've kind of realized after taking like, you know, a 10-day break from NGS, this game is kind of designed for the average player to just log in, do your dailies, and then log off. Like, I was streaming yesterday, I was doing my dailies, and I was taking it really slow. You know, UQ popped up, you know, we did LTQ a couple times, we did purple triggers, we did MDFD, and it was a really enjoyable 2 hours of just doing all of the daily grind type of stuff. And I feel like maybe NGS could just add more things to do in your daily grind, you know? We've got Lucille Exploration, we've got Nameless City, and then we've got LTQ. That's pretty much the core 3 things that people usually do every single day as part of your dailies. You can go to the combat zone, get your 50 kills as well, and then maybe you want to grind a little bit more because you're like, oh, you know, farming there for 5 minutes wasn't really enough. You want to farm a little bit more. You could do that. And I feel like they should just sprinkle in a little bit more dailies just to give people more choice and more things to do and encourage people to do more things, stuff like that. I think that's pretty much the gameplay loop for the game. It's not really designed for people to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna grind X amount of hours for this meseta, that meseta, or whatever resource. So that's kind of the conclusion I've come to. Let me know in the comment section below how you guys play NGS. I'm kind of curious. Are you guys bingers? Are you guys just the consistent daily login like the gacha players? Or, you know, how do you play this game? Let me know in the comment section below. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.